Alright, y'all, so this is what we're gonna do today. Let me give y'all a close-up real quick, if I can get Kenny to stop smelling the tripod. So, if y'all look down in this bed, y'all will see, I planted some brassicas. I can't remember what this is, but you can see how leggy they are. See how long the stems are on these? They leaned all over and all that. A lot of people think that that's a problem, but with brassicas, it's actually not. So I'm gonna show y'all how I go about fixing that. Step one, take off shoes. Y'all know I can't get nothing done with shoes on. Now this is just a little sifter. You can find these online. They're for panning for gold, but you don't have to buy one of these. You can use any kind of sifter or hardware cloth or whatever. Just some, or if you're using a media that's not as coarse as mine, I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is my compost, but my compost tends to have a lot of other coarse stuff in it that I don't want to fall down in there because it'll crush those little tender plants. But you'll see why I'm doing it like this in just a second. So pretty much you take this and shake it like that. And yeah, some of it's gonna get on the plants. But you see all that coarse stuff in there? Now, there's nothing wrong with that stuff, because as a matter of fact, I'm going to put it over here. All that is organic stuff. It just happen to be leaves, you know, stuff that's not all the way, you know, completely broken down into really fine stuff. But you just don't want all that falling in there and potentially crushing or covering up too much of your seedlings. Because basically what we're going to do is we're going to add some soil, stuff like that, on top. See all that? Leaves, pine cone pieces, all that stuff. So what you want to do is, once you sprinkle this, excuse me, y'all. I know the light ain't the best. I'm always filming at the worst times of day. So these pepper plants, and you can bury pepper stems, you can bury brassica stems, but you see after you do that, you go in here and you kind of lift them up so that they're not completely covered, but the stems are covered where they were leaning over. And now you can see, now all you got sticking out is just the little tops of the plants. So I'm gonna finish doing this bed just like that. Like I said, sprinkle some, sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Lift up your plants a little bit to make sure you're not covering the whole plant. See, we got some over here that's real long. So I'm gonna continue to gently do that. And you want to be gentle with these because these are still young. I'm not being so gentle with this or the okra because these are older plants. They're pretty tough. And like I said, don't worry. A lot of people don't know. You can cover the stems of peppers. Now, would I cover them as much as I cover a tomato? No, but you can cover the stems. They're not going to rot. Same with brassicas. If your brassica seedlings, like say you did this in a seed tray and they were kind of leggy, don't always just assume that that plant, oh, that plant's going to struggle for the rest of its life. No, I plant leggy stuff all the time. And sometimes I won't lie, they do struggle. But usually that plant was leggy and it was the last one to come up and it was the slowest growing one, you know what I'm saying? But if it's leggy, but if they came up pretty good and they're growing pretty fast and they just happen to get leggy on you, sometimes that happens. Because see, these are in the shade of this okra for right now. But the way I grow is when the okra is ready to come out, this will be good and strong and it'll just, you know, basically grow in its place. I try to not let my beds be just vacant or just laying fallow. So I try to kind of grow right behind the other. And plus these seedlings, sometimes I find they don't really like blaring sun because it'll kind of burn them sometimes. Now that's in my climate. Now you may live in a climate that's not the case. You know, your sun may not be as intense as mine. But I almost assure you, if these were in direct sun, sometimes they struggle a little bit because of that. Especially when I planted them. It still was kind of hot when I planted them. Now that it's cooled off, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, that's enough of me talking. Let me go through and finish doing this bed, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. All right, y'all, I'm done. The bed is filled in. I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but most of these had the stems buried. Take the time to bury that little stem right quick. And if you take the time to do this, you might say, well, why am I doing this? If you take the time to do that, it helps your plant later on be able to support itself a little bit better. So I didn't fill that tire all the way up. I may fill it up later when they get a little bit bigger. But I wanted to show y'all one more thing. I'm going to plant some of this Ford Hook giant Swiss chard. But I want to show y'all how I'm going to plant it. This is a free gift. Oh, from Seedville. Seedville is a pretty good seed company on eBay. I think they sell on Etsy as well. I'm almost positive. So they sent me this Swiss chard as a gift for buying seeds on there. I forget what I bought, but they always send you a gift. So I'm just gonna take these seeds and just kind of randomly sprinkle them. And then what I'm gonna do is, this time I'm not gonna sift. I'm just gonna cover it up with a nice little layer of compost. And then I'll come back and water it in. Once again, the stuff that's in here, it doesn't matter if a little bit of the stem gets covered. You're not covering enough of the stem to really make that big of a difference anyway. Let's see, I got purslane in here. There's garlic in here. 2 peppers. This celery. A big giant grub, which I'm going to throw out to the birds. My compost often has grubs in it. They don't seem to do me a lot of damage out here in the garden, but I know some people, the grubs really tear their stuff up. So, but yeah, so that's that set of Swiss chard planted. And I am gonna water this stuff in, y'all. Even the stuff, I planted some beets in there with the first bed where I showed you how to fix those leggy plants. I planted some beets in that, and so I'm gonna water that in as well. And I'm gonna take the last bit of this these Swiss chard seeds. Come out of there. I need every single seed to come out. Lord have mercy. Okay. Now I got every seed out. And once again, I'm just going to kind of randomly sprinkle these. And then I'm going to take my dirt, and this is a tomato in here. That's all that's really in here. But at some point, it will get too cold for this tomato. Once again, grubs. Throw those out. Let the birds get them. So yeah, these tomato vines, not a big deal. I has sprinkled compost all over. Nope. You're not going to finish your life cycle here. Another grub, y'all. Some of them grubs be so big. Like, I don't understand why they need to be that big. Oh, I don't know. Nope, come here. Bird food. So if y'all wonder where I'm throwing them out in the open. You know, birds will see that wiggling and gladly eat those for you. So, I got some stuff coming soon. Some new pest control by using birds. So I'm going to let them do the work for me, but that'll be for another video. But I just want to show y'all that real quick, how to fix those leggy seedlings. And I'll show you the progress on those as they grow. And y'all see if y'all can see this. Y'all see my carrots is coming right along. Those little seeds I spread out. And my lettuce too. Y'all see my lettuce. I got a couple of spots that's really not, it's kind of some bare spots, but it's looking all right. I think I'm going to sprinkle some more lettuce seeds in there in those bare spots. But till next time, see you guys later.